When I think back to that winter, a chill runs down my spine, as if the cold from that day has never truly left me. Even now, the sound of cracking ice or the sight of a frozen lake makes my heart race. I can't shake the feeling that something is still out there, waiting beneath the surface. It was February 14th, 2012, when my older brother Jake and our cousin Mia decided to go ice fishing on Frostmere Lake. The lake was known for its eerie stillness, even in the dead of winter, but we never expected what we would encounter that day. The sun was low in the sky, casting long shadows across the ice. We had set up our gear near the center of the lake, where the ice was thickest. Jake drilled a hole, and we dropped our lines into the dark, frigid water below. For hours, nothing bit. The silence was unnerving, broken only by the occasional groan of the ice shifting beneath us. Mia joked that the lake was cursed, but her laughter felt forced, as if she was trying to convince herself more than us. Then around dusk, Jake's line jerked violently. He reeled in a large, pale fish with milky eyes and translucent skin. It looked almost alien, like it had never seen the sun. Mia snapped a photo before Jake released it back into the water. As it disappeared into the depths, we noticed something strange. The hole in the ice didn't freeze over. Instead, it seemed to grow darker, as if the water itself was absorbing the light. Jake leaned over the hole, shining his flashlight into the abyss. "What the hell is that?" he muttered. Mia and I crowded around him, peering into the water. At first we saw nothing. Then slowly a shape began to emerge. It was massive, easily the size of a car, with a long, sinuous body that glided effortlessly through the water. Its skin was a mottled grey, blending almost perfectly with the murky depths. But what caught our attention were the rows of glowing bioluminescent spots that ran along its sides, pulsing faintly like a heartbeat. Before we could react, the creature surged upward, slamming into the ice with a force that sent cracks radiating outward. We stumbled back, our breaths visible in the freezing air. The creature's head broke the surface for just a moment, a grotesque, eyeless face, with a gaping, more lined with jagged, icicle-like teeth. Its mouth opened wide, revealing a second set of jaws inside, lined with hooked barbs. Then, with a sound like shattering glass, it disappeared back into the water. "We need to go." "Now," Jake said, his voice trembling. We grabbed our gear and started toward the shore, but the ice beneath us began to crack and groan. The creature was following us, its glowing spots visible through the ice as it moved with terrifying speed. Mia screamed as a section of ice gave way, plunging her leg into the freezing water. Jake and I pulled her out, but not before we saw the creature's tail, a long, whip-like appendage covered in jagged spines and ending in a fan of translucent, fin-like tendrils that glowed faintly in the dark. We finally reached the shore, our clothes frozen and our bodies shaking from both cold and fear. As we drove away, I looked back at the lake. The ice was still again, but the memory of those glowing spots beneath the surface haunted me. To this day, I avoid frozen lakes, and I can't help but wonder what else might be lurking in the depths of Frostmere, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim.